Kind of talk about the last 5 minutes, kind of frantic, get the lead, and then the last couple possessions. Got to be happy about, the charge back, but kind of talk about the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I think most last 5 minutes of a 1-point game are going to be frantic, back and forth. Our kids dug in when it looked like it was bleak, even when we got out of timeouts, and forced a 5-second count to give ourselves a chance. And the fight, listen, if y'all want me to start talking about fight, I can go on for hours. We just played 4 games in 7 days. And if you don't think that has a 1-point difference in fatigue, having 2 road trips in that 7 days and 4 games against the quality opponents that we've played, it's why you don't make free throws. It's why you have a hard time coming up with 1 extra stop. And, obviously we didn't attack the basket strong enough to get a call down the stretch. So that's all fatigue. And there's not one thing I'm upset about with our kids, because they fought. It's just the way the circumstances played out. It's the schedule that was sent to us. And y'all know as well as I do, since day one that COVID hit back in 2020, we were not going to ever not do something. We could have, we never did. And if people aren't paying attention to that, then that's fine. But to play that team that close under the circumstances of what we've been through, I'm as happy as I've ever been as a coach. I'm frustrated for them because how we have to go about things, and if you don't win, it doesn't feel the same. But I'm a pleased, happy coach, and I hope people around the country understand what we've been through, and it'll take that into consideration when they're trying to judge us for the way we've been playing the last 2 weeks.
And I'll follow up with talk about again, Michaela Daniels. You talked about her, obviously not being 100%, but what she did to try to finish this game.
She's getting closer to it every day. Bruises heal, with time. She'll be a better day toward it tomorrow, but we don't have a chance to win that game if she doesn't put us on her back there and late in the third and early in the fourth. So, it's we don't have a chance to win that game. It's they're playing the fight song, and I'm taking Amber out of the game to get a standing ovation for the last time, at our arena instead, because we'd have been down double digits. She's continuing to work back what she has to go through with rehab. Not only the knee, now she's got the shoulder strap that she's playing with, and she played 35 minutes tonight. So I think she's getting closer back to that, but she's just a warrior, just like all those kids. Every kid out there, whether they scored or didn't score, the 7 we've played tonight, that takes a lot of guts to do what they've done for the last week.
And go ahead.
You were able to limit Jenna Stady quite a bit. What was the key in kind of holding her off there as long as you did?
Getting to her early, and I think Jersey did an unbelievable job meeting her early in transition, starting that fight for space really high. And then I think the help that we got, Amber, we kind of, when Michaela Coombs started, we had Amber in kind of a spy position. And they didn't play her. They took her out after the first, 15-2 start. They saw what we were going to be doing defensively, so we had to make some adjustments. But it was a team effort, but Jersey did an unbelievable job with positioning. And again, to talk about Jersey Wolfenbarger Garden this year so far in our league, Christina Fouet, Aaliyah Boston, Jenna Stady, Shakira Austin, just keep going down the list. I mean, every team we play's got somebody that's either an upperclassman. She's never even guarded a post, but she's taken coaching so well. She's gotten so much better. Tamari Key, don't let me leave Tamari Key out of there. What she's done defensively is amazing to me. And it was a team effort, but Jersey started it for sure, Christina.
And then what did they do to limit Amber as much as they did?
They just put one of the best defensive players in the country on her and face guarded her. And, if a team's going to do that, you can run. There's not an offense you can run, to get a kid like that shot. We have to do things around her to loosen up, to get her loose. And that's what the last 2 or 3 teams have done. They've just now started putting the best defensive player on that kid and saying, don't let her get a look at the basket. So they put one of the best defensive players in the country, not just in our league, but in the country on her, and just said, don't let her get it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, I know it sounds simplistic, and I don't mean to sound flippant to your answer, but that is exactly what it was. Their game plan, our game plan was to stop Stady, and it worked for a while. And then their game plan was to stop Amber, and it worked for quite a while too. Coach Snare, playing that mask, how difficult is that right there? Pick that up in a day? Impossible. It's impossible to do. It's a vision, it's a feel. You've played your whole life without it, and all of a sudden you got it. I think it bothered her handling the ball early. I think there were a couple of times where it was falling a little bit too. We didn't have a lot of time to make adjustments with it. She'll get better at having it, but it is incredibly hard. I mean, just anybody that doesn't wear glasses, put glasses on, even if they're not prescription, walk around for half a day and start, well, why can't I see? So I'm proud of her for trying to play. She wanted to try to play without it, but that wasn't an option. It's too dangerous. So it probably didn't help either. We couldn't get to practice yesterday because of the weather. So we had to do everything today. So she literally had hours instead of days to adjust to it. Yes. Yeah. In the Ole Miss. Yeah. In the Ole Miss game. And then she sticks her head right back in there. I know. That's her. Yeah. It's boot leather tough, man. It is just, that to me is exactly what you just pointed out. That's her. That's to me why she's been able to do what she's been able to do as a freshman in a league as good as it's been in a long time.
Paul, close us out.
I was just going to ask about, they pretty well got it, but can you give us a little update with going into Mississippi State on Sunday?
We got to get back on the plane. Got to travel again. I got to regroup. It's a team that we played at home. If we hadn't had 5 games, if it wasn't our 5th game in 10 days, I'd tell you that I got a good plan. I have no plan. I've never had to play 5 games in 10 days. I'll go home tonight. I get with staff. We'll huddle up. I've been talking to WNBA, NBA people about people that have been in these situations. And 2, we're trying to prepare for the SEC tournament and the postseason tournament too. We only played 7 tonight. I thought about playing 10 or 11 or 12 tonight to maybe have some legs, but it just didn't work out that way. So we will probably have to play deeper on Sunday. Now you're talking about playing some kids who haven't played meaningful minutes in the last 4 or 5 games. That's extra hard. We'll try to come up with a plan. I don't know how good it'll be because, again, I'm in uncharted territory. I don't have anybody to lean on for advice on what you do to close your season out in what we've had to do. So we'll come up with a plan. We'll get down there safely. And I know one thing, because y'all brought it up. I didn't have to be the one to bring it up, but this team will fight. This team will grit it out. This team won't back down. Whatever we ask them to do, they're going to do it to their best, to their ability. And that's all we can continue to ask out of this.
Football might be over this season, but basketball is in full steam for both pros and college hoops. For all the latest odds, totals, player performance props, to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your sports betting needs. Head over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's promo code BLEAV. And it's not just basketball. BetOnline is your source for hockey, boxing, and UFC odds, right to the Olympic coverage, is the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your #1 online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. BetOnline, where the game starts.